See, I'm going to be all right. I'm straight. I got villas in Brazil, Tahiti, East Hampton, West Hampton. Sergio going to be fine. I own 20 kookaroos.
21, sir.
I own 21 kookaroos. Y'all don't own one kookaroo.
Welcome to Something Crunchy, the Valley's #1 comedy entertainment podcast.
Welcome to Something Crunchy. I'm Kellen Blake. With me as always, Blair and Tanner Dressel. We got a fun one tonight. It's officially Crunchtober again. Second time this season. Again. I want to get into some reviews, but first, we got some headlines. Always. For some studio news, after years of harassment by family, friends, and coworkers, Tyler has finally succumbed to the pressure and switched from Android to Apple.
Yay! The bullying has prevailed. You win, bro.
On behalf of the Apple community and blue boxes everywhere, I'd like to say, what took you so long?
Wow. It's good to be here, I guess. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, good to have you on the other side.
Yeah.
Are you enjoying your new iPhone 16?
I'm getting used to it. There's things I like. There's a lot of things I don't like. I'm kind of in that middle ground of, is this like a kid's toy or is it just that cool?
It's that cool.
You know?
It takes a week to get used to it from Android because you're used to being inside the computer, and this is more just the user experience is so easy, and you can go so much faster.
It is kind of like
the full AI package too. Like that's gonna be like
you do have the iPhone 16 Pro with AI capabilities,
extracurricular activities,
not availabilities, capabilities. Because that shit ain't out yet, bro.
Well, it will be
someday.
After a couple updates, you'll be fine.
It'll get there.
Yeah, all the things that I bought it for that look cool, like in the commercials, like, oh, yeah, that's awesome. I'd buy it for that. Doesn't even work yet.
It just came out, man. Give it time.
They didn't say that it doesn't work yet. They said it's brand new. Get it early. Order now.
You know what does work? Your better screen, your better sound, your better CPU, your better security, your better connectivity.
Can airdrop all of our sex videos to each other.
Yeah,
so much easier now.
Can you airdrop me all the reasons why Android is better? I cannot.
I cannot.
I couldn't believe the amount of friends that just like in random text messages, I'd be just randomly answering. They're like, "Excuse me, check mark. Did you just turn blue or whatever color it was?" And just like
everybody's so surprised when you cross over. Oh my
God! And it's like, yes, I know. I was the only one how to do it.
It is a very divisive topic in our country. You know, for me, it's kind of like going from a tube TV to a high definition, high resolution flat screen. Because, you know, that old phone that I had been overswiped so many times that there was just like holes in the screen.
Let's move on to Diddy. Riddle me this. If Diddy diddled dudes, how many dudes did Diddy diddle?
As many dudes as Diddy could diddle.
This has gotten nuts, and it hasn't even started yet. Names will be dropped, and this should get slippery with or without all the pallets of lube they recovered. Blair got very entrepreneurial. Wants to capitalize on the October vibes and open a Diddy-themed haunted house. Forget the Diddy costume. She's thinking globally.
Mm-hmm.
Full-on immersive experience. Let's chew on this for a second.
What's more horrifying?
Sergio is chasing us. All right, so let's hear about the Bad Boy Records escape room and cafe.
Well, we know the playlist. We know they're going to set the scene. I mean... Take that.
There's definitely going to be some fun playlist opportunities.
It'll be a full mansion party for sure. And then...
Each room will provide a different experience.
Definitely.
The visceral, the smells, the
smells.
sounds, the slipperiness of all the things.
Every room has to be a little slippery. And you got to have like a lubed up slip and slide as you're trying to escape.
Absolutely.
Maybe it's at the end after the sacrifice room where you go through the shame ritual.
All on camera. You have to sign your life away, and then nothing but camera flashes in your face.
But
for sure,
it's
waivers.
like an adventure park though, where at least like you get to keep like your photo. Like there's the wall on the way out, and you get to like look for your photo of like.
But I like the idea of like flashes everywhere in your face. Because they found those hidden cameras all over his mansion, angles you wouldn't even imagine. And he can view it all from his phone, cast the footage to any TV in his house. So you got to have like
all
a
the
room full of
cameras.
cameras and screens. You can see yourself from all these weird angles.
Absolutely.
Can you believe it?
We need a dildo room.
Oh, yeah.
House
Do
of
we?
1,000 dildos. God, can you imagine what that room would be like? They would just be like plopped all over.
I see it more of as like a long hallway with lots of holes in the wall, but you can't tell which ones are real, which ones
and
are
they're
fake.
poking out of the hole.
Yeah, there's ones just
kind
kind of hanging out, and then there's ones that are coming out at you straight to the face.
It's like a glory holes everywhere. But
Everywhere.
They just kind of poke different shapes and sizes all around.
1,000
See,
dongs.
My house of 1,000 dildos is more labyrinth style. Do you remember the scene in the pit with all the hands
Oh,
that
they're
are coming out
catching
and
them,
grabbing?
But you're falling into a pit of dildos.
It's like a pit of dildos or a hallway where they're like you have to get through them. They're brushing against you in a tight
Oh.
space. Some are moving, some are actually like hands and people grabbing you. It's pretty brilliant, the dildo hallway. You got to have
Camp Diddy?
Camp Diddy.
The backyard 48-hour experience? Where you think it's just going to be like a quick 30, 40-minute ride where you go in and out of this house. Then you get to the backyard and realize
Oh.
that waiver that you signed it has put you on stage now in front of 10,000 people, and you have to perform. If this is your first time at Camp Diddy, you have to perform.
You have to perform.
Have a 50-foot bed out back too that they make you kind of like crawl through the bed, and that's like becomes an immersive thing where it's like hard to walk through the sheets on this huge bed.
And you have a Diddy impersonator chase you down the hallway with a towel on.
instead of like,
Definitely.
instead of somebody with a saw chasing you,
It's Diddy holding his towel.
it's Diddy with the towel just running.
It's delightfully messed up.
The kids are going to love it.
Can we get away with that using like his likeness and
Once he
all
goes
of
to jail, I think you can.
Yeah.
because there has to be
And he's in jail, so I'm pretty sure you can do it.
because he's not a character like a Freddy Krueger.
It'll be loosely based where it's like clear.
Very loose.
It's clear.
It's clear yet loose.
It's clear.
Name of your sex tape.
Yet loose.
Loosely clear. Coming up next.
Did you hear about Alicia Silverstone eating a poisonous berry while going live?
Saw that. Yeah.
Saw that.
While live?
You didn't see this?
No, is she okay?
Claire.
He thought it was something else, right? And then she just took a big chomp out of it, and like everybody in the chat was like,
You didn't hear
Some
this?
people knew too.
Yeah.
They were like, no.
Blair is just a virgin who can't drive. Miss Geis was right about you. Yeah, she was on a sidewalk in England and went live on TikTok to be like, look at this little cherry tomato just growing here on a tree. Why does it taste like a pepper, you guys? And even people watching were like, that is a Jerusalem cherry. It's like way poisonous.
And everyone out there
Way
is like
poisonous.
aware of it.
Ty, it's like way poisonous. Say ambular, nice stems. Everyone got all worried about her and the story went everywhere, but she handled it with class. And like the badass she is, she went on the talk the next day and she was like, alive and well, don't worry. I didn't swallow.
I spit it.
Yeah.
Spit.
She's a spitter.
I was about to.
Yeah.
You can tell she's a spitter. Come on. Nobody's surprised.
Cher, get in here.
Yes, Daddy?
She's just putting a jacket on.
Here's a headline. Man uses funnel to pour margarita down woman's butt. Restaurant outraged.
Ooh, at the restaurant.
Mid restaurant?
No.
There's pictures in everything. A man in Waycross, Georgia decided to buy a woman a drink at Rodeo Mexican restaurant, but he had a specific orifice of choice. Don't we all? The dude somehow found or brought in a funnel and tried to pour the drink down her beehole. They took the funnel, so he pours the pitcher of margarita just right in between her cheeks. Determined fella. The restaurant saw no humor in the prank. They frowned upon that kind of thing, saying, we recently became aware of an inappropriate incident that took place at our restaurant. We want to make it clear that such behavior is completely unacceptable and does not reflect our values or mission to provide a family-friendly dining experience here at the
Making
Ho Ho
us
Hut.
Thank you for coming to Shenanigans. Sorry.
Said it before, I'll say it again. These are the freedoms that our forefathers wanted for us.
That's
I
right.
was about to say, what a gentleman!
And-
He got the drink. I mean, choosing the orifice. I mean, a little controlling. But if she's like, I mean, I'm down if I get the drink.
Free drinks are free drinks.
I mean, in Georgia, if I was just drunk down there, I mean,
Yeah.
you do things.
It's probably
you
the
know?
law down there in Georgia.
It's like, yeah.
Like if the guy
when in
buys you a drink,
Georgia-
they also get to pick where you drink it out of.
It's a little conservative there, but I look forward to a progressive-minded restaurant being the first to welcome the margarita butt chug. Margarita Monday, but South Mouth Sunday.
Ooh.
See, you gotta spice it up a little bit.
Or you're here for the very happy hour.
That's free if you can finish the old 96er.
Then we
Bend
put
over
your
and
picture
try
on
this,
the
would
wall.
you?
Yes.
That does sound nice. I'll have that.
I mean, I'd probably try it if you were like, I mean, Blair, just do it.
I mean, it's just
y'all,
a shot.
y'all could talk me into
Just a
it,
shot,
is
just a
what I'm
shot.
saying.
Nick Cannon insured his penis. Now has the most valuable dong in Hollywood. Everyone knows it's not about the girth, it's about the worth. He has 12 children with different women. That's a whole starting offense with one on the bench. That's 2 basketball teams playing each other, each with a sub. Nick's dick is insured for $10 million because he feels it's the most valuable part of his body. God forbid he can't have more kids.
Yeah. Does he continue? I mean, is that the plan? Just to have as many as humanly possible?
I don't know. He's got to build a defense.
This
Oh,
could
no.
be like genius, though, because who's going to prove that he can't get it up anymore? You know, if he says he can't do it, he can cash in on that. 10
Yeah, I
mil.
want to kind of see the policy because I'd be interested to see like the fine deets
He-
of
If it's
what
anything,
it takes to be insured. Like, what is it, if it gets injured, if you catch something, does that include like STDs? If you like give that being like an STD, is that
I don't
like,
think it's like a health insurance. It's more like a
yeah, it
it's
is
like a life insurance. If something were to
Yeah.
happen,
for sure to his penis.
that's what I'm saying. But does that mean it's like injury, other things that happen?
broken dong,
Illness or injury
dong surgery,
or otherwise.
That's why it'd just be interesting to see the
Yeah.
details on.
If it's anything like Anthony Kim's contract,
What is that?
he insured his body and then got injured once on the tour and then took off 10 years and wasn't allowed to play that whole time, but he collected all of his money. And then after he ran through his money and after the time expired, he came back and now he's on the live tour.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Let's play a quick game on celebs who insured their body parts. I'll give you 2. You tell me which one is real, but you can't agree.
Okay.
That's the only rule. That's the rule tonight.
Okay.
Alright.
You can't agree.
I like
Okay.
it.
First up, Eugene Levy's eyebrows or Troy Polamalu's hair?
Troy Polamalu's hair.
Son of a bitch. That's what I wanted to say.
Troy's hair is insured for $1.5 million. She's on the board.
Oh my god! All
So
the
this is a
commercials.
speed. This is
and,
a
like,
speed game.
Although Eugene Levy, you should be.
Names
Those
your brother?
eyebrows are
No, you can-
amazing.
You can show your work. The only rule is you can't agree. So, I mean, you want to be the first one to
Just
answer.
say. Okay. Got
Gotta be
it.
quick.
Gotta be quick.
Copy that.
Keith Richards' hands or Steven Tyler's lips?
Steven Tyler's lips.
Keith Richards' hands.
Keith's hands are insured for $1.6 million. It's 2-0.
No way.
Way.
It's time to write it down. If it was the other way around, I'd be like, no, I'm not
Forget about
opening the
it.
What's
book
Steven
for that,
doing? He
but-
should get some quiche on them lips.
Alexandra Daddario's eyes or Julia Roberts' smile?
Julia
Roberts.
Roberts' smile.
Ty goes to the runner. That's me. I'm down 2.
I'll give it to him.
Lawyered.
I say nothing.
I'll give it to him. I
Okay,
mean,
that's a half point. For
2-1.
each.
I think you had him beat. We'll do a half point each. Blair talked her way into that role.
What?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I get nothing when I actually said as
You
well.
get nothing. I got nothing.
You
Got a half
You got a half job.
on the
That's
board.
what I always wanted. Half a job.
Well,
Thanks, you guys.
step it up.
J-Lo's ass or Tommy Lee's dick?
J-Lo's ass.
Tommy's cock.
It's J-Lo's
Of
ass.
course it is.
And that's insured for $300 million.
What? Whoa.
Whoa.
Wait,
300?
$300 million.
Damn. Ass.
So we should just, what you're saying is everybody should just go and like ravage that thing so that she can't use it anymore, so she can collect her $300 million.
What declares it unusable?
Overtouching?
Again, I'd love to see. I need to like dig in those policies and see what's
Blair
happening.
wants to read the fine print.
I do.
Too.
If
Me
you're
too.
going to insure your ass for that much money,
It's a lot of money.
I'm intrigued.
All right, let's finish on this one. Dolly Parton's tits or Mariah Carey's legs?
Parton tits.
Well, both are insured.
Oh,
So
I was going to actually say Mariah
Split
Carey
that.
would totally do it.
Half
I
and
bet
quarter.
Nick
She
Cannon
would.
got the idea from Mariah Carey doing it.
go ahead and finish off his chub.
Okay.
that's
You
a Foley.
Finish off.
I got a
two.
Foley.
You got a Foley.
Wait, did I even give myself that other one?
Morning
You did.
chub over here.
Finish off your chub too.
Oh, I did.
Oh, I did.
Don't you worry.
I am taken care of. Thank you.
Did that first, actually.
Yeah, Dolly's bags are insured for $300,000 each, and Mariah's legs are insured for $1 billion as a pair.
God damn.
That's billion with a B.
Her legs?
Well, that's where Nick
legs.
Cannon got it from.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, where do you think he got that idea?
Yeah, he's like, okay, well, she's gonna do that. I'm gonna do.
He's
my
like, I
dick."
want $1 billion for my peen. They're like,
we'll give you
Why
we'll
wouldn't
give
it-
you 10 mil.
Yeah,
tops.
Nick,
Tops.
easy.
tops.
We'll take
Okay,
12
but
kids.
why wouldn't it be like her vocal cords or like
Bruce Springsteen did that.
somebody? I mean, that makes sense. But like her legs, I mean, they're gorge. But like,
A lot of people did legs. David Beckham, Cristiano Ronaldo, Heidi
they're-
Klum, Michael Flatley, Tina
Makes
Turner,
sense.
Rihanna,
Makes
Jamie Lee
sense.
Curtis, all insured their legs.
Really?
Yes.
okay, athletes, soccer players make sense.
Michael Flatley, Lord of the Dance.
I get
Makes
that.
sense.
Yeah.
You think
Jamie
Lord of
Lee?
Jamie Lee.
You saw True Lies. Come on, man.
Again, fabulous
Yeah.
legs. I'm not here for like I
Come on.
get it.
But that's
If you're a model or like you literally have to
If she
Naomi
couldn't-
Campbell,
Yeah.
insure the legs. Heidi Klum, insure the legs.
if Jamie Lee Curtis couldn't talk, she's not getting that movie just because of her legs.
Well, not anymore.
Jamie Lee could have
If she
no
couldn't
legs,
talk-
still get the role.
Yeah, because she can talk. It's not her legs.
Daniel Craig was the only I found who insured his entire body. Kind of full of himself after those Bond movies.
No way. He's probably like did full stunt moves in some of these movies. Like,
No way.
That's such an
Double.
easy thing to
or does
collect
he like
on.
not do shit? And he's like,
Yeah,
wow.
stop working out, get fat, and you're like,
Ugh.
look at that.
Look at
Yeah,
that.
it's like-
Look at that.
Yo,
He's
can't be
like-
James
Would
Bond.
you look at this? Not again.
He's over here with a stooge watching like the whole thing go down.
Who
It's
fucked
like,
my body up?
That's why he's no longer doing Bond, and he's doing that weird accent on the Knives Out.
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah, the southern southern accent.
It's
Southern
conflicting.
It's conflicting. Tyler, saw you hit that magic mind earlier. How do you feel?
Tippity top.
Sharp.
I am. I feel like a well sharpened edge.
I had one this morning, but forgot my nooner. You get that energized, focused feeling, but there's no crash afterwards. There's no caffeine, only clean ingredients. We've been a fan of this stuff for a long time, and we've partnered with Magic Mind. This means you get a nice discount, up to 48% off. In fact, just go to magicmind.com/crunch20. Use discount code crunch20. That's almost half off your order, and you'll love Magic Mind. These mental performance shots have lion's mane mushrooms, cordyceps mushrooms, matcha, and ashwagandha. Easy to throw in a smoothie, but I like to drink it right out of the bottle because it's sterile and I like the way it tastes. Find your flow state, improve your memory, and don't miss out on trying Magic Mind for less at magicmind.com/crunch20.
You know, I don't drink coffee. I don't do coffee, but that Magic Mind gives me the same feeling. It really does. Like it
Goes
wakes
down easy.
it wakes me up. I don't feel like I'm drinking nasty soda all day that's gonna rot my teeth out.
Yeah, and
It
you used to drink Mountain Dew, and
A lot
that's-
of it.
It's a good switch.
It is a good switch.
sure is.
It is Crunchtober. We've been due for some reviews, and there's plenty to discuss. Before we get into the movies, let's break down season 2 of Monsters on Netflix. The Menendez
my
brothers.
Goodness.
Blair,
Holy Javier.
what'd you think?
What to believe?
Okay, that I knew nothing about that whole thing beforehand. So that was my intro to Menendez. And I think Ryan Murphy did it again. I mean, he did such a great job picking out the cast because, of
Crushed
course,
it.
they were all perfection. Loved every single one of them and made it also just what it is.
I agree. Not as good as Dahmer, but still very good. And what an awesome ensemble they put together. You're totally right. I'm glad Ari Grainer got to shine in a
Absolutely.
dramatic role.
She was
Loved
great.
her.
She should win an award for playing that lawyer.
Yeah, she was
I thought
wonderful.
it was so good.
Javier Bardem and Chloe Sevigny were great as the parents.
Incredible.
Javier Bardem, that was a standout performance. For him.
Yes.
You believed it.
You believe what the brothers are saying about their father based on Javier's performance.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You know, and you're like, God bless. Like, I see it. Like, I
Yeah.
can see how that's a thing. Why they did that.
Nathan Lane played his role well too.
Yeah.
And I wish I knew his connection going in instead of the way they just like casually brought it up later. It's kind of glossed over that. Remember the original Poltergeist and how everyone thought it was cursed?
Yeah.
That's mainly because there was the youngest daughter who was played by the cute little actress who got sick and died shortly after. And then there was the son, and then the oldest daughter. The actress who played her was killed by her boyfriend. He strangled her to death and was let off easy by a big group of these lawyers. Nathan Lane plays the father of this actress who followed similar Hollywood cases and knew all the lawyers from his daughter's killer's trial.
Wow.
Oh my God. So I did not know all
They
that.
didn't say that at all?
They like glossed over it like, oh, I loved your daughter in Poltergeist.
Oh, yeah.
And I think it was pretty late. Like it was with only a few episodes
Yeah, I was
left.
wondering where he came from.
His character was very good and got more and more intense. No, I was not prepared for the roads that took us on. But
It's dark.
That
Yeah.
is dark.
It's dark
It's very
ride.
dark.
And the
It's
real
hard
Menendez
to-
brothers
oh.
hated it.
What was their thought?
Oh, they called bullshit on a lot of the story, especially the way they like sexualized the brothers' relationship,
Yeah, it
which
was
is pretty
strange.
weird. And they're like, that's just complete
Did that
bullshit.
come out of nowhere? Why would that have randomly been put
I don't
in?
know, but
That was one of
they-
the most pivotal moments of the first episode, right? When they were at the party.
Yeah, everyone's looking at him weird.
Yeah.
That had to have happened, or else they wouldn't just have been like, let's just start randomly.
Someone had to have said like they had a weird relationship, and
I saw them once, like, kind of kiss like this or something like that. Like, it has
don't
to
know.
be from somewhere.
To do it in front of like 40 people at a party. That's got to be common knowledge.
it's old.
Yeah. I was going to lie about that.
What else did they not like?
I don't know. Well, they bit their tongue because now their Netflix is releasing a documentary follow up with phone calls with them in
Ooh.
prison, giving their side and like talking about the real thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, like the after Tiger King
I was
lockup.
just about to say that was like the post Tiger King.
Shark After Dark.
Yeah.
For sure.
We all needed to hear what he was saying. in
Well,
there.
I mean, it reignited a lot of interest in this case, and now Netflix is going to capitalize and release
Wow.
the documentary follow up, and it should be interesting.
What was their final sentencing?
Prison for life, but not getting the death penalty.
That was just so hard, even with the story and all of it. It's just hard.
It's rough.
It's so rough.
It's a sad story. And man, Ryan Murphy is just everywhere. Didn't you say he was in like, he's got like 5 or 6 shows with his
really
name
does.
on it right now?
Currently going on right now. I mean, the bangers so far. So I'm interested. There's a few coming out, like
Dr. Odyssey, they're pushing that so hard.
Grotesquerie. I mean,
Those are all Ryan Murphy?
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Joshua Jackson might be about to turn, so we got to push that.
Push the
We
fish.
all want more Joshua Jackson.
I heard the next season of Monsters is on Ed Gein and Charlie Hunnam is playing him.
Ooh.
Pumped about that.
What?
This is a reoccurring, like, different.
Yeah, well, the first one was on
Different killer.
Dahmer with Evan Peters.
Oh, this is connected.
Yeah, this is the second
Oh, I
season.
didn't-
First one is Dahmer.
Look at me.
It's
Look at
all-
you.
It's
Who's
all
cake on their head?
monsters.
Hey.
It's all monsters, and then like it just goes through like the
Season 3 of Monsters will be on Ed Gein.
Why did I just now putting this together?
Come on, man.
We're here now.
We're here now. But yeah, these have been good and way better than the last few seasons of American Horror Story. They're even
Yeah.
like peeling a lot of the actors over from that too.
Which again, totally here for.
Here for that.
Way better premise over here now. That other shit's getting a little too fairy tales and
American Horror Story has been difficult, and then there was the TV series too. I mean, I don't. That guy works more than anyone. He's even more than Seacrest right now.
yeah.
Yeah. Let's move on to some movies. We've seen some shit. Let's start with Deadpool and Wolverine. CGI feel that we got what we came to see. Rapid fire jokes and gratuitous violence. Jackman was great. Awesome cameos. It got a little too lost in its own multiverse at
Mhm.
times.
Yeah.
You know, there was a few subpar scenes. But overall, I really liked it. There was strong use of music. They made things work even when it shouldn't. I give it 8 out of 10 sweaty CGI abs. Tyler, what do you think?
8-pack, eh?
Yeah, 8-pack.
Yeah, there was a lot of, touchy-feely dude-on-dude humor that, like, just stepping over the line. It's kind of normalizing that.
Dude-on-dude humor should be normalized.
But, like,
That's very Ryan Reynolds.
it is. They just went real hard about it. Like, I feel like he's really just trying to bed Hugh Jackman throughout the whole thing. It's a love story between the two of them.
It is.
It is.
It is.
He makes it known, and it's not supposed to be like that. So maybe a 6-pack at that, not an 8er.
It wasn't like a love letter to Hugh. It was like a...
Sure was.
He would chug on his dong.
He chug on his dong for sure.
That's all he did in the whole movie.
He's a jugger. Still good. You had some nice cameos in there.
Yeah, I gave it 6.
You gave it a 6?
6-pack.
A 6-pack?
Out of 10.
A 6-pack.
Yeah. Pretty
So
sweet.
You weren't blown away.
Nah. It was all right. I mean, it's good.
I enjoyed it. I got what I wanted out of it.
Summertime flick.
What did you get the first one?
Yeah, what'd you give the first one?
The first Deadpool?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good. Maybe a 7, 7.5.
This guy's tough.
Tough
I'm a
critic.
tough one.
Tough but fair.
Tough critic. I thought you were gonna say 8 on that.
I thought he was going to say 8 too.
Yeah.
I would have guessed 8.
Yeah.
Higher. Definitely higher.
He started with 8, then he was like, oh, I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah.
7
Okay.
I'm throwing out 8s like that.
7.5.
Couldn't be that excited about
Hey,
it.
how's it going?
Speaking of, hey, how are you?
Yes.
Let's move on to some Beetlejuice too.
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice. Hey, how are you? Keaton was great. Catherine O'Hara couldn't suck if she tried. Winona and Jenna Ortega, they played their parts well. They were fine. But Willem Dafoe, he was the best actor, hands down.
Oh, I love a
really?
Defoe
Not even
appearance.
close. Not even close. But he needed some makeup help from V. Neal. Maybe a little Optic Nerves magazine's Glenn Hetrick. His course makeup kind of sucked. But man, that dude goes full tilts no matter the role.
That's great.
Yeah, as far as the story goes, I thought it was creative how they brought him all back to the house and why they needed to call Beetlejuice again. Like, that was well thought out. But the ending was a total mess.
It was messy.
Very anticlimactic. You're just like, huh, that's it?
No shit.
Yeah, no.
All right, let's go.
Yeah, no Harry Belafonte songs or nothing. Just
No?
bummer.
Aw.
Bogey.
You didn't think they would pull
No-
that back at least? No credits?
No dance
song or
scene?
anything?
There is a dance scene,
Okay.
and there is a musical take over your body scene.
Is
okay.
it good?
It doesn't suck.
Is
All
it
right.
like
In
fact,
equally
it's
as
like-
iconic?
No, but good. Like,
Okay.
Good enough.
That's
good enough.
great.
Good
That's all we need.
For Blake to say that he enjoyed a dance scene.
True. I don't like it when anyone breaks
Very
out in song
positive.
and dance.
I know.
But that was against their will. They weren't expressing their emotions in song and dance. They're like being taken over and controlled.
Mm.
And I enjoy the acting of them. Like,
Mhm.
being controlled.
I like that.
Yes.
So that was good.
You do.
One thing that pissed me right off, though,
Ooh.
side of beef here.
Side of beef.
It was extremely weird how much they used Jeffrey Jones, even though they made a point to say he won't be included because of all of his pervy drama.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he hasn't found the cure for cancel, and they ensured everyone he will have nothing to do with the sequel, even killed off his character, but half the movie is set in the afterlife. They used his likeness, made a claymation of him to explain how he died, used his picture on the tombstone, and his character was still used, even had speaking lines.
How in
He
the
gets
world did
credits.
that?
He gets paid. What do you mean he's not in it? Yes, he is.
He's not, like, they said he's not in it, but, like, he's in it.
He's in it. He got
Well,
paid.
It was probably just they had to do it enough to get him in
I
the
don't
movie,
know.
but like he couldn't possibly be acting.
They could have been like, yeah, we killed him off, but, like, they didn't need to.
They addressed him.
They didn't need
more
to tell
often.
the story using claymation, which was like so forced, and like they didn't do that again. They used his real picture on the tombstone, unnecessary. They kept his character going, even though he was like bit in half. Spoiler alert. Sorry about it.
Sorry about you.
Sorry about you. I
No,
don't
they
know.
could have just been like he was bit in half.
Yeah, he was bit in half, and they were
Show-
so
show
casual
the
about how they brought it
tombstone
up.
and move
Saying
forward.
words. Am I right?
Beetlejuice was great. Michael Keaton was great.
He was great. I mean, It could have been better.
How were the one-liners?
It also could have been worse. One-liners were not as good as the original, but
They were there?
they were there. There was a couple.
The juice.
There was a couple.
loose.
Can you make it?
I didn't care for that one.
I know.
Can you make it work? Like, can we use a couple?
Maybe.
Really?
Maybe.
It's a maybe?
It's a maybe.
Then
Maybe
they
one or
missed.
two.
They missed.
Maybe one or two.
That's a miss in my book.
Yeah, I give it like 6 out of 10 shrunken heads.
Oh, well, great.
Watchable. You got to see it. I mean,
Gotta see
it wasn't a
it.
dumpster fire, but
What'd you give the first one?
Cinematic masterpiece.
7. 7 for creativity and iconic scenes
Yeah.
and good use of Harry Belafonte.
So they just needed
Excellent
a
representation.
heavier Harry Belafonte presence.
Well, there was like a disturbing lack of Harry.
Well, then you're
You
not
had
gonna get
2
more
in the
than a
original
6.
and none in this one. I mean,
How do you
you doing?
expect more than a 6?
the only one they did was like the super sad rendition of Deo at the funeral
No.
for Jeffrey Jones.
Oh, we
figure.
wasted the good day on it.
We wasted the good Deo on you.
Yeah.
The sad like mourning funeral Deo.
Not even
Damn.
on like the couple of
No.
like Gina Davis and
No.
Alec Baldwin.
There's a reason for that. They've aged. There's no way
Right,
that
I
without a
did-
ton of CGI, they
Yeah.
can't make him look the way they did in the 80s.
But they could have addressed
Ghost
them
don't
like they did
age.
Jeffrey Jones.
They
a million
did.
ti- Oh, they did.
Yeah, they're like
Okay.
addressed. They talked about the family that used to live here. Like they brought him up.
Where was their picture?
No picture. Because you got to pay him. You're using their likeness. That's the fine print I want to see. I want to
Yeah.
know how much they paid Jeffrey Jones.
I know that is true. How much did Jeffrey Jones?
But how much did Jeffrey Jones get paid?
Minimum.
Minimum.
Sure, I'm sure you got scale for it.
Well, I saw Trap.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
How'd you feel about it?
Is it the tits?
it was okay. It wasn't the tits.
Oh.
Josh Hartnett played a really good creepy guy, that's for sure.
Oh.
And the premise was really strong. Serial killer takes his daughter to a concert and finds out the whole thing is a trap by the FBI. Say less.
Sounds fun.
It started off really good, too. M. Night Shyamalan went in a different direction in this one, abandoned the twist to instead debut his daughter in Hollywood and shove her down our throats.
All right. That's the twist.
That's the twist. Meet my daughter.
She's going to be here a while.
She's going to stay. And here's my
Here she
daughter.
is.
And get
I'm
used
done.
to it.
And here she is.
There was some Harnett in there. and-
Yeah.
that it
So
worked.
she played the Ariana Grande type whose concert they were at. The third act was a steaming pile of shit.
Oh.
I mean, just poorly written. It fell apart so fast. Had some serious potential, but I gave it 5 out of 10 counts of nepotism.
Oh,
Yikes.
you've been hard on M. Night.
Been hard on M. Night these last few years. I remember
Old. You
that was a
ripped
real piece
it
of shit.
apart.
Ripped it apart.
Oh.
Ripped it apart. That was poor on its premise. This at least had a good premise. Kept you into it for a minute. There was like good filming, some intense scenes. They built up the intensity in a nice way. Successful filming. And he was doing good, but it all unraveled, fell apart, became about her. Got weird.
It got weird.
Had to make
Shit's
it
weird.
Shit's weird. Time to move on. Still stuck in a little Beetlejuice.
Once you do it once, it's in you forever.
5 out of 10, not bad. Challengers. I watched this the other night. Zendaya is a tennis player in a love triangle with 2
Yeah,
other
how
tennis
is it?
players. I mean, it held my attention. She was good.
Did you get naked?
No,
Yeah.
no, that was kind of a bummer. It was a realistic approach how they cast the 2 dudes, and they didn't suck, but were also very not memorable. I don't know.
Weird.
I love Zendaya.
7 out of 10 awkward 3-ways.
Oh, at least you get one.
It held my attention. Like,
This
lot of
year's
awkward.
Crunchy kept my attention award.
it'll definitely be
It
on the
could be
cut
a
my yeah,
nominee?
it could be a nominee
Oh.
for sure. Tyler, you saw Twisters a few weeks ago. How was that?
I did. Twisters. What can you say about that? It's really just like a tale of mistaken identity more than anything. Not to judge a tornado by its girth. That's really what it boils down to. But yeah, no ties to the original at all. You think there is, or there might be, or there could be.
Nothing?
There's not.
Well,
no.
you know, going in, there's not going to be any Bill Paxton, and there's
No.
not going to be any Philip Seymour Hoffman, but they
No.
could have had a little Helen Hunt or Alan Ruck.
I'm surprised there was no Helen Hunt at
Not-
all.
not even
She's
a
like
cow?
the only one that could have just
No
We got
cow
cows.
relatives. She did. Kate, the main character, did wear, a costume that kind of looked like Joe's from the original. So that was kind of
What?
A little ode to Joe.
a little ode to Joe. But yeah, they were college alumni from the same place, which is a stretch.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's the only connection to the original.
That's about it. That's all of it.
How was like use of CGI?
I was more impressed at the time from the first one. Absolutely. Like, you know, the original came out. The CGI for that movie was amazing in theater. It was, it was a theater movie.
94, it blew us away.
It sure did. And this felt like it came out in 97. You know,
Really?
yeah, but the level of CGI in this, not impressed at all.
You set a high bar and it just like did not.
It's been so long. There's been so many technological advances. You'd
Yeah.
think that by now they could
tornadoes, it would be like so realistic looking.
throw a fucking camera in a real tornado and like let's get some real footage by now. Like you can do that.
Throw Dorothy in there
I was
and
gonna-
like
I was gonna
let's
say,
go.
speaking of technology, how's Dorothy doing?
There's another version of it.
There's
and-
another-
Yeah.
it's
Dorothy
not
3?
Dorothy though.
No, it's not Dorothy. But basically, this you know, there's science versus
Not even Dorothy made it.
So
into
many
the
missed
sequel?
opportunities.
Yeah.
I'm upset.
yeah, it missed a lot.
Did it have a
here.
good like playlist, like a good?
Yeah, the first
Sure.
one had Van Halen.
Yeah, I mean, it was fun, but it was more, you know, to characterize the Glenn Powell character. You know,
Heavy
and
on the Powell.
Heavy on the Powell.
Yeah.
very Powell. Lake Powell was out there the whole time, and he was riding the lightning, and he was the balls of the movie, the adrenaline, and
Yeah.
then the girl was basically the science, and then you realize that she's on the wrong side, and he's on the right side. So shit kind of sucked. I give it like 3 out of 5 CGI jawlines.
Powell had a CGI jawline.
I mean, he just every scene from him is the most well shot jawline you've ever
That's
seen.
like the primary focus.
Did
They're
you
like
not just think
cameraman.
that guy's got like a rockin' jawline?
He doesn't. I've seen him in person. He's very plain. He's very normal. They shoot his jawline.
No, they put the cameraman like your job is you shoot that
Yeah.
jawline.
We need that cameraman.
I know. Like give us all the jawlines.
I'm jealous. I'm just saying. But that's all his character was about.
Yeah, so he was just the NATO wrangler and jawline ambassador
That's right. You can tell he had the big swinging D on set.
for sure. There's definitely some cool stuff coming out. A few with high potential we should discuss. Saturday Night. There's no way this movie can be as good as I'm hoping it is.
Oh,
A movie about the original cast of Saturday Night Live and Lorne Michaels trying to get it on the air. It's all the chaos leading up to the first broadcast in 1975.
It's amazing.
Looks
I
like it
can't
could be a
wait to
banger.
see it.
That's good. It's kind of like a fresh faces cast. I'm interested to see.
Playing old people that we know so well. That's going to be awesome.
It's going to be awesome.
I love that.
It's all new people.
It's
that
all
we
new
don't
people.
know. Oh, that's cool.
It's all young actors.
Yeah. I'm kind of pumped about that.
No, I'm interested to see how they do it. What a good story, and like, I mean, about Saturday Night Live that's been on for so long. That's
Yeah.
has been a big part of so many. That
Do
would
we
be
know
awesome.
who's doing anything? Are they comedians or actors?
I don't know. I've seen the trailer once or twice.
Nobody looks familiar though.
Nobody really looks familiar,
No, it
but
does seem-
there's a lot of quick shots.
They'll probably be doing.
It could
blurs
go
and
either way.
everything.
I want it to be really good. Same with Y2K.
That looks
Oh,
awesome.
I can't.
We were
wait
watching this
for
trailer the other
this.
day. Jonah Hill produced this movie. It's about what if all of our worst fears heading into Y2K actually came true. A reimagining, chock full of nostalgia from the late 90s. Even the trailer has a slappy remix of Tub Thumpin'.
There was so many good little Easter eggs of like the evil Tamagotchis and the,
Yeah. I got knocked down, that's
Oh.
for sure.
but we'll get back up again.
Yeah, pumped about that one. That could be good. The 4:30 movie
Also looks great.
also looks great. It's Kevin Smith.
It's Kevin Smith. You know it's going to be good.
Yeah.
We like Kevin
gotta
Smith
see
movies.
it.
Kevin
Must-
Smith,
must watch.
most personal movie to date, in fact, a coming-of-age story that takes place in the summer of '86. It's about 3 16-year-old buddies who spend the summer sneaking into movies. One invites a girl into an R-rated movie, sneak in, and shit hits the fan. Justin Long's in it, Jason Biggs,
It's amazing.
Kim Jong,
Oh, these are great.
Method
appearances.
Man,
Oh.
Kate McCucci, our dude Jay Muse is in it.
Yay.
Yeah,
Of course he is.
Of course he is.
Oh.
It's awesome. I can't wait. It's going to be amazing.
Could be
No,
really
Kevin
good.
Smith just knows how to put together.
He knows how
a
to write
flick.
dialogue, baby.
Yeah.
That guy.
He does. He knows who his audience is.
Yep.
Yes.
And he writes to appeal to that audience.
Yes.
So cool that like he's respected enough for everybody to stay on his script. There are no ad libs. Nobody goes off script. They say what he writes.
Really?
That's
Every
awesome.
time?
Every time.
There has to be kind of some convenience in that too, because this is how it is.
Do the line. Don't
the
worry
line.
about if it's gonna hit or not. Like
You don't have to
the-
be creative. Just
It's
say
already
what's out there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's already been
And
written
then do
for
one
you.
on your own.
Actors like that.
That's cool.
All right, let's change it up. We got a game.
We got a game.
It's not related in any way. Sat down with the Crunchtastic R&D department, said, I like this. Good effort. What in the unflavored fuck does this have to do with Crunchtober? They didn't really have an answer. So we're hiring. Send those resumes over to somethingcrunchy@gmail.com. In the meantime, let's test your knowledge on the most popular sex positions by country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm scared.
Okay.
All right, I'll give you a country and 3 positions. You tell me which was voted most popular.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
I was told both men and women were used in the study, if that
Oh,
helps.
well, I'd hope so.
Let's start in the UK. Did they have a preference for doggy style, missionary, or cowgirl?
Doggy style.
Doggy style for sure. I'm in.
There's a lot of like teeth and like
There's
things.
blokes all around.
They're like, I don't even care to look.
doggy
They
styling.
just want to have fun and bang doggy
do.
style.
With a mirror nearby.
It is doggy style
Yeah!
at 35%. Missionary came in second, 22.5%. Cowgirl in third at 19%.
Killed it.
Very nicely
Killed
done.
it.
Last time you can agree.
What?
Oh,
Told you that was the rule for the night.
No, you didn't. You said
did.
for the game.
No.
Now
I
you're
said
saying for the night. You're
I said
changing
for
No.
shit,
I
bro.
didn't change it. I said it. Go back to the tape.
Ugh.
Said it.
Yeah, play it back.
Said it.
I'd like for you to play that back right now.
Good call.
You can't agree.
okay.
That's the only rule. That's the rule tonight.
Okay.
Alright.
You can't agree.
I like
Okay.
it.
Snaps.
Snaps.
All right. Which position was the favorite in Italy? The wheelbarrow, cowgirl, or cowboy?
Wheelbarrow is, although wonderful, is it their overall
Fuck
favorite?
no.
No.
Nobody's overall favorite. It's top 40.
You know they like to
maybe.
have fun though. I'm gonna say cowgirl.
Cowboy.
Italy.
Somebody's right.
It's cowgirl.
Oh, no.
My girl.
Blair is on the board.
Yes.
Cowgirl is the favorite of Italy. Same for Switzerland and Belgium.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's a popular favorite.
Hungary and Portugal, how do they get down? The corkscrew, reverse cowgirl, or holding the legs up?
Oh, legs up.
Corkscrew.
It's holding the legs up.
Oh,
Blair,
just
I am
good.
shocked.
she's up 2-0. It is holding the legs up. How about the Netherlands? Chair sitting, also known as face off,
Oh,
missionary, or the butter churner?
the first one.
Chair sitting?
Chair sitting.
Chair sitting? No, missionary.
He's right back into it.
Mhm.
It
Yeah.
was
Really?
missionary. I thought for sure someone would guess the butter churner. I think they're like on their shoulders with their legs up in the air and guys like squatting down, like doing downward dips, churning the butter.
Oh,
Whoa.
a dip in.
It's a dip in.
Oh, that does make sense.
That does
I
sound
would,
fun.
I would think this sitting because like it's just such a beautiful like scenery everywhere. I just want to like sit and enjoy like all the
Just want to sit and take it all in.
It's
sensory, you know?
gorgeous here. You can, you can
Gorgeous.
just fuck off.
Inside and outside, I want the beauty, you know? Sit and enjoy.
Put your beauty inside me.
Exactly.
Couple more here. Got a tight game.
Mhm. It's extra tight.
How about the Polish? Spooning sex, standing sex, or legs over the shoulder sex?
Oh, over the shoulder is enticing, but it's spooning sex all day.
I'm going to say because of their extra large Polish hammers, they have to stand, throw that thing in from across the room.
The only way they can do
Legs
it.
over the shoulder sex?
Standing.
Standing sex.
Yeah.
You're standing. You're saying spooning. She's running away.
Oh, no. The spoon?
I'm
it
not even writing
was
down.
the Polish spoon.
Don't they know that you're going to choke yourself trying to take a spoon that big?
Oh, that's like the angle that they can accept the Polish sausage.
From the back?
Has
Yeah,
to
I
be
guess.
accepted in a spooning manner.
Yeah, the cheeks.
It must be spoon fed.
It must be.
All right, let's finish on the U.S. It's a 2-pointer.
It is.
Oral, anal, or doggy style?
Where?
Here.
Where?
Hold on. Wait, run it back. I need to focus. Okay,
Oral, anal, or doggy style?
anal.
It's doggy style.
He tied it back up. It was doggy style.
Oh,
He ends it 3-3. It was a nice game. We all had a
on.
great time.
That
Good
was
job, you guys.
fun.
Tyler,
Wow.
he enjoyed it.
I did.
Who had a good time?
Come on.
Having fun.
Come on, me. I don't care. So happy.
come on, come on, me, come on, come on, come on.
Come all over the place.
It's good stuff.
Wasn't even drunk.
It was a good game.
That was a fun one.
No, I like
Good
that.
game. We all had.
Did
a
I
good time.
win?
I'll have to rehire that Crunchtastic R&D department. They were good ones.
They weren't bad,
Good guys.
We'll probably need him.
Could have had to do a better group of guys.
especially around the holidays.
Speaking of around the holidays, it is Crunchtober. I don't know if we're going to do like a full-blown Crunchtober. I mean, this is already like second Crunchtober of the season. It's a long season. Sick of you guys.
It's a long 8.
We've
really.
but we've like broken
Heavy
it down.
eight.
We're not like pounding them out. We're just kind of
We're not pounding
We're
our
taking our
8 out
time.
here.
we're casually unloading our 8.
We're laying it down nice and slow.
Season 8 has been one girthy season.
Yes.
We will never have the lineup of guests that we had in season 8.
No, it's been amazing.
You think 8 was thick? Wait till you see 9.
Can't handle the 9.
Yeah, you can, bro.
I can't.
I've
handle
seen
the
you
9.
take 9.
You haven't seen me take
I've seen you take a 9.
7.5, maybe an 8, never a 9. Come on.
9.
Come on.
Spit on it, bro. Force it in. You got this. I believe.
Nick Cannon's dick's really worth $10 million. I don't know how
I don't
I feel
know.
about that.
I don't know.
We all want to see some fine print on some of
Yeah.
those insurance forms.
Need it.
And I need to know more about this Jim Jeffries Beetlejuice situation.
I feel like I
Jeffrey
can get
Jones.
like $500,000 for these fingers.
Jeffrey
I don't
Jones.
know,
the
man.
size of
Jim
these
Jeffries.
things.
Jim Jeffries is like, what the fuck did I do?
He got in big trouble.
Jim Jeffries or Jeffrey Jones?
Oh, did I say Jim Jeffries?
That's why I was like, well, Jeffrey Jones, yes, but Jim Jeffries is going to be upset.
We just hit up Jim Jeffries.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to like slander
He's
him
like,
before
what are
he
you
don't
even
doing?
comes
you
on.
dare.
He's got a show we want to promote at the Orpheums. And
Jeffrey Jones me.
Jeffrey Jones. Big difference. Yeah.
Way different, bro.
Big different.
I'm just hearing Jim Jeffries being like, what the fuck?
The fuck did I do?
Yeah, not Jim Jeffries.
No.
Jim Jeffries is chill. He hasn't been canceled.
Couple Deweys. You can't
No.
get canceled for that.
Can't get canceled for that.
You
I've
know
seen
that-
it 100 times.
I don't even know if that's true.
Well, if you're not following us on TikTok, it's Something Crunchy. What's the matter with you? Get involved and find us on Facebook as well. Definitely the highest grade memes in the city. You see those red hairs?
I see those.
Don't forget to check out somethingcrunchy.com where you'll find every episode, our links to social media, and the almighty Crunch Store where you'll find all kinds of crunchy gear showing that you are a proud citizen of Crunch Nation.
Please don't forget to subscribe, like, follow, and all that crunchy good shit. All episodes can be found at somethingcrunchy.com and on all podcast platforms. Thank you for listening.
Hit the button, bro.
No, we need room noise with all the buzz so I
How
can remove
much
the buzz.
room
Like 30
noise?
seconds.
30 seconds.
30 seconds. The noisier the room, the more the sound. And now I need to start over. 30 seconds of uninterrupted eye
You're the one
contact.
talking. Come on.
Well, I don't know that we're going to do... I heard that.
What?
Heard that.
What
Wish
is,
I
like,
didn't hear that.
choking
I
back
heard
I
that.
there?
heard that, but I heard that.
Uh,
But what is it?
it's the battery.
Spread it on. Well, that was good.
Sorry.
You know what?
All this movement got me. I'm back.
You back?
I'm back.
How you feeling over there?
Tastes like salsa.
Tide Pod.
Tastes like shellfish.
Type that.
Tastes like such a poor comment. Like I should hand you a jug of cola.
Tastes like salsa.
Tastes like
Tastes like salsa.
Spreading out.
You can
You're
have
tired. Take your liter
sodas.
of cola to chug so we can finish up here.
Hang on, fellas. I gotta go stash the Sonos.
Drunk.
Having a good time.
Parting tits.